We are back with the third step to divine alignment. It's winter now, so I'm really trying to figure out like the best time to film a video. It looks like it's getting a little darker, but whatever. So we're back with the third step to divine alignment. If you're new to this series, there are two other steps that you need to watch first because it helps you build the foundation of what is to come. Okay, so you need the first step. The first step was self-devotion, and the second step is insight and intuition. Today we're going on to the third step. And you might be wondering, Kaylee, why do I care? Like, why should I care? I'll tell you why you should care. First of all, divine alignment is something that brings you from this randomness to this straightforward purpose. It helps bring the mind to good, to goodness. Divine alignment is being in alignment with God, with the universe. I think God and the universe are two separate things. I think I've made a video on this before, but it brings you in alignment with God. It keeps you as a clear antenna to be able to communicate with the divine. When you communicate with the divine, things flow much easier than if you don't communicate with the divine. I promise you, the things that you want, like peace, love, happiness, abundance, good relationships, stability, foundation, creativity, all of these things lie in the ability to be divinely aligned. So this is how we're getting there with these 7 steps that I built, because I used to spiral. And like when I say I used to spiral, I mean like I would spiral deep, deep, deep down over such little things too. Like a boy didn't like me, I would spiral. Like, who cares? It's like so stupid. A boy doesn't like me and I'm thinking, oh my God, I should kill myself. What the fuck? What a pick-me girl thought, you know what I mean? Anyway, I realized that I didn't know how to regulate my nervous system. I didn't realize how to somatically release things in my body. And now, today, we're going to the third step, which is movement. Movement and body. The perfect third step. Movement and body. So movement and body is really important because, like I said, I didn't know how to regulate my nervous system. I truly, like, if a boy didn't like me, I was like, this is the end of the world. I want to die. And this was everything. This was like, oh my gosh, someone doesn't want to pay me the $20 they owe me. I want to die. Oh my gosh, something didn't go my way today. I want to die. Oh my gosh, the plan isn't working out. I want to die. Like, I spiraled every step of the way. And I would go down my spiral and I would work extremely hard to get back up. And you can only do that so much before you're exhausted and looking for answers. I found them. Don't worry, because this month was the first month that I did not spiral. And I have been on this path for probably 10 years. And this was the first month that didn't spiral. So imagine all of those years of my life, probably I want to say 20, at least 20 of them, I felt terrible. Maybe 20, maybe 18 years of my life, I felt terrible. And this month was the first month I did not go to that very dark place of mine. So I'm telling you, this is the key. All of these steps. Now, body and movement is centered around understanding somatic practices. Soma is actually a Greek word. And I can't remember what the Greek word stands for exactly, but it is a Greek word. And as I'm here and I'm learning more about Greek mythology and Greek history and ancient life, I learn more and more how brilliant Greeks actually are and like how they really are the foundation. Anyways, I'm biased. Anyway, so movement and body. Movement are things like yoga, but not just yoga. It's also like running. Not just running, but dancing. Dancing, twerking, because I want to include stuff with the hips. Hips. Also, movement could just be like a full breath, because we don't really breathe that much. You know what I mean? Our breath is really shallow if it's in our chest. So when we go, it allows air to move throughout our body, which is really helpful. And then, of course, somatic healing. Now, with somatic healing, there are actually a few exercises that I've taught in previous videos, but I'll teach you one right now because it's one that helped me get over It helped me with, I had this sensation that I thought I had a UTI, but it wasn't a UTI. It was just, it was a psychosomatic, two Greek words, psychosomatic problem in my body. So I used a somatic practice to help me, and it helped. So I place a block between my knees. I make sure my hips are feeling adjusted, and then I squeeze the block so hard between my knees. And I wait until I'm shaking, and I'm already shaking, so I'm very tight. And I'm releasing. Oh my God, I should do that every day because I feel better already. Did anybody else see the shift? Because I felt the shift within myself. So this is movement. I consider this movement because things in your body now move. Now, as for the next one, which is body, I would say that body also is things like food, of course. And that's why it's body plus movement. Because without the right movement, it doesn't matter what kind of food you're eating. And without food, it doesn't matter what kind of movement you're doing. Like, even though food is really like probably the most important factor in our health, herbs, things like this. Also, I want to add in traditional Chinese medicine and massage, which also pairs with essential oils. So body is actually like all of the senses as well. So when our senses are also being used, we have this ability to kind of tap into more psychic abilities that we might not have had previously or anything. So let's say, for example, your senses are really working. So you decide, okay, I want to understand psychic abilities. So what can I do? One, I tap into sound. So instead of just hearing things, you're actually like expanding the way the sound picks up in the room. Another really cool thing is you can actually learn how to use your senses more. So like smell, taste, you can start to really like thin the veil with these senses. So I include that in body because once these things start, it's amazing to see. So of course, food keeps us nourished, which also helps with yoga. Herbs help us with running and dancing. Of course, it's a two-way street, so they all equal each other because they're all really important. So the third step is movement and body because you need food, you need movement, you need herbs, you need water, you need swimming, you need active life, but you also need the care to do it. And the reason it's not first is because self-devotion teaches you self-love and self-discipline. If you don't have that, you have no foundation to go from here to the third step. You have nothing. You have nothing like holding you or motivating you to go up. You have nothing. So you need to start with self-devotion. Then you need to start with insight and intuition because you need to understand which one of these things to choose. Because of course you don't want to do every single thing. How could you? How could you say, okay, I'm going to start doing yoga, running, dancing, twerking. I'm going to take you should take full breaths every day. Actually, this is non-negotiable. And somatic practices. I think these are two non-negotiables. Anyways, and then I'm going to play tennis. And then I'm going to play basketball. And then I'm going to swim. Like, it's just impossible. It's impossible to do everything in one day. So you pick something that you can do, but you pick it from your intuition that knows, hey, okay, you know what? Today I should do this because that's how I'm feeling. Does that make sense? Does that make more sense than anything? Because this is the most helpful thing to do in this essence. Okay, types of food. I personally think, first of all, maybe consult a nutritionist because I am not a certified nutritionist. However, I do eat certain foods to clean my blood, to do certain things for my blood. Like cilantro, great blood cleaner, super good. I drink cucumber juice every single morning. So I have a routine, and the routine is in the AM, it's cucumber juice, water with lemon, and then a type of yogurt or something like this to get me started. That's what I do every single morning. And I also have lemon balm tea. Forgot this. Lemon balm tea or like a hibiscus, but it's a tea. It's a tea and it's an herb for what I need. So I always have an herb every day. Every day I'm taking in an herb. As for supplements, it depends on the time. It depends on the time of year. It depends on whatever is going on in your life. This, I would say, is also intuition and insight. Like you need to reflect, okay, what's feeling off now? Blah, 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 blah. Okay? Perfect. So, of course, we need to also remember that our body requires movement and nourishment. It also requires rest. So that's why I added massage, and I'll put rest in here as well, because you also need to rest. It's not just movement and fighting. I should put boxing in here because boxing is such a nice practice. It's not just poo 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 poo. It's also like, it's two. You need that duality: body, movement, movement and rest, nourishment and pleasure. Like you need always a balance. It's always a balance. It's always a yin yang. Okay? I'll add some things that you can do in the comments. You know what? Actually, in the comments, I'll add a PDF to some of the foods you can begin to eat. And yeah, all of that other information, though, will be inside the seven steps to divine alignment course that I'm creating. It's inside my School of True Alchemy Academy. I have not yet completed it, but if you want to be on the list to be the first one to know about it, go down and put in your email. You will be the first one to know because I'm sending out email lists immediately when it's done. I foresee this happening in January. Right now it's November. So if you watch this in like 3 years, it'll be published. If you watch this tomorrow, it will not be. Okay, you guys, so I'm really looking forward to this program. I definitely know it's going to change lives and it's going to change the way you feel about yourself and move throughout your day. Yeah, I'm looking forward to life. I feel so good. Okay, subscribe to the channel, make sure you like the video, comment if you have any questions, and I will see you guys next week.